Good evening, love, and good evening, light illuminators and way showers. Thank you for joining me, whether it's your first time or whether you're revisiting me. Thank you for joining me, Wendy, as I share with you the infinite languages of lights. For all that is speaks a language of light, for everything is made of light, everything contains light, and therefore everything speaks its very own language of light, vibrates, resonates. So when we are delighted to interact with each other, it is because we're resonating in the same frequency. So I wanted to thank you all for resonating in my frequency. I'm overwhelmed with love by the messages you guys send me, the comments, the sharings, whether it's here on YouTube, on Facebook. I've been meeting so many of you privately, personally. It's been quite an incredible experience. I've reunited with some really amazing people ever since being invited by Christy Warnick and Mike Capo to the Lightworkers Roundtable. So it's been very exciting, and so I've had the pleasure of interacting with some delightful people, and one in particular, she knows who she is. And so it's been an incredible weekend. I've been really busy and just cleaning, and so I just was guided tonight I just sat down, but I just felt so guided to share with all of you since the solstice. This energy has been literally out of this world. And the messages that I received today, I had a very emotional conversation with Melchizedek today, and talking about the high priests and high priestesses of Melchizedek and the immense number of synchronicities that have unfolded in the last, for me, 24 hours, because I've been asking for clarity. I've been asking for a great many things. And so in my 3D world, oftentimes when we ask for something energetically, when we receive the answer, sometimes it's not always the way we think it's going to be. And so for me, as I was asking my guides for clarity about some things that I've been having some issues with, I've been having some lower lumbar spine problems. Well, I don't want to call them problems. Let's just call it challenges. And so I was guided to ask for clarity about my own sacral chakra and to identify what's really bothering me. Why is this something that I've been carrying around all of my life? And yet to apply the principles that I know now, that I don't have to carry that story anymore. And the longer I tell the story, the more I'm going to express that, manifest that in a physical way. And so now that I know what I know about that everything is now, that everything is an experience, that we are experiencing it now. And when I change my perception of the past, that means I'm changing my future, because then I will no longer experience the physical experiences associated with that memory. So when we stop telling the story, we stop experiencing the physical manifestations, and that is how we change our past and our future, if you will, even though everything's now. So I was asking today to show me this clarity about what I might be holding on to. And it started as soon as I read the very first thing. All I did was Google it. Very first thing I came up with, which I can share the link down below that I read, but it was like immediately I had my answer. So one of the things that I've been doing has been cleaning my windows. And so some of you, if you've been with me for a little while, I've talked about this before in other videos, where I often am guided to literally wash my windows when I need clarity. And it's through the process of cleaning the windows and the meditations and the things that whether it's something I listen to on YouTube, whether it's something I'm receiving in a meditation. I had the most groundbreaking, emotional, just weeping experiences today, just in the telepathic communications I was receiving, because I was seeking these answers. And so it's quite amazing when we intend something, how quickly, and if we're open enough, how quickly we can receive that information just by asking. And so it was just an intense, it's been an intense 24 hours just by these realizations for me. And much of it came through this process these last couple of days of just sweeping, cleaning the cobwebs, sweeping out, you know, concrete dust and chipping off concrete off of things, and just getting into that zone of the nitty gritty. Okay, I'm done with this experience. It was like I said to my guides, I'm done with this experience. I do not want to repeat this feeling anymore. Show me what it is that I'm holding on to in that particular area of my body, because everything's connected, you guys. The color that's connected to that chakra is connected to what that chakra represents, is connected to something that we're holding on to, that we believed that we did experience, but that we believed in this matrix of experiences, that we believe it so wholeheartedly that it manifests itself into illness, dis-ease. And so for me, it's been this idea of lower back pain all my life. And I can, if I want to, I can go back to the story of when it all began. But what I realized was it's that returning to that story that repeats the behavior and the behaviors associated with the cyclical pattern of the pain itself, if that makes sense. And so by me really getting to the nitty gritty today, I did a solid hour of yoga today because I needed to like really hone in and focus on this what's going on here. Show me my dear guides. And oh my God, a little while later, I took a shower and bam, I got the most incredible telepathic downloads and information. And that's when, and a lot of times it happens in the shower for me and in water, because, and many times it happens for people just sitting in the bathtub. Water, of course, holds intention. I'm drinking juice right now, so here's our cup of inspiration for today, guys. Clarity. I'm actually drinking some juice, fruit juice. So all of these things were intertwined today, and so I was also guided to grab my pendulums. And they're crystal pendulums. One I purchased. This is Charlie. This is Charlotte. For anybody, Charlotte, she likes to go by Charlie for short. So anybody who doesn't know her, she's my beautiful, just gorgeous, geometric, sacred geometry, white pendulum pendant. And then this one was the one that was handmade for me. Another multifaceted, this is Pasha Rose with 11 links. So this was the idea of inviting in the Aquarian fire, the holy fire that burns within us, that now we know that we can apply these tools and these permission slips to anything that we feel is that we're holding, say, in our DNA, if we will, that we are often also feeling, because we're multifaceted beings. Okay, so we've got the multifacets here, right? And then I've also got my multifaceted clear crystal here. So today, and my crystal ball. So today for me was about gathering clarity, seeing things crystal clear from that higher perspective, from that really wanting clarity on these issues, and to understand, how do I disconnect, how do I detach that belief system, and that I'm still hanging on to that when I know that I am no longer that physical being, that physically I am not her anymore. And so it's only the belief that we carry that information with us. So I wasn't even really sure where this was all going. So apparently this is where this is all going. So I wanted to keep it as brief as possible. But I wanted to just share this. This is part of my process and part of our processes, and my process is to share our processes with each other, because that's how we gain perspective about our own self-love, our own self-awareness, what it is that we really need, and how it is that we apply these tools that we know and have now to this. And now the last couple of days, I've been literally wearing orange all the time. I've been guided to that color, eating orange foods. I've literally been eating oranges and carrots and sweet potatoes. And it's so interesting how our body speaks to us, how our guides speak to us. And so this energy was so powerful today, and this information was so powerful, and it was about really me stepping into my own sovereignty and me actually embracing this power and what it is that these light codes do, what it is this light languages do. There's a storm brewing up north here, so I can hear the clouds are passing and the sun is beginning to set, and yet the rays are pouring through the clouds, and there's thunderheads right here. So again, this dark and light, you know, that we have got to embrace what we consider our darkness and what we consider an experience, and understand that it's just an experience that and when we say it's an experience that we chose, I'd like to clarify that a little bit, because we have to understand that this is all energetic and it's all frequency based. And so even our higher selves, when we say, okay, we came here to learn a particular theme, it's not like our higher self picks a particular situation to hand to us to say, okay, here's the thing that you're going to do. No, we're actually energetically creating these scenarios for ourselves to experience the application of these tools. Whether it's through permission slips or not doesn't matter, because they're all part of you. There is nothing outside of you, outside of me. Your universe is you. So anything that you're using as a tool or a permission slip is you. It's part of you. So you have to embrace it and love it, not hate it and resent it and reject it, because it's part of you. When we accept what this is, that it's a part of us, in the acceptance alone becomes realization, self-knowing, self-actualization, to actually understand why these are why we have put these chakra systems into place for ourselves. And so now I'm guided to the cards. So a couple of things I wanted to just, so I've got the pendulum here. So a couple of things. I wanted to start with our 11, my 11 with Pasha Rose. So this idea right here is to break the chains. Okay, guys, so we've got the links here. So what do you need to break the chains from? Of what belief system? What idea, what experience are you still telling the story of and hanging on to the physical beliefs, patterns, system, pain, physicalness of what you believe happened to you, which it has to be real in order for us to have this physical experience. But yet, where do we got to break the chain and let ourselves off the hook and love ourselves, and now say, okay, I love that, and now I don't even need to let anything go. There's nothing to let go of. There's nowhere to let it go to. It's part of you. There is nowhere for it to go. So the idea is to break the chain in the belief system that's tied to the physical patterns of beliefs that we're repeating, that prevent us from moving forward in our highest integrity of what is good for my body, what is good for my mind, what is good for my soul, What is good for my spirit, and how do I find harmony? So I picked 3 decks. I was just guided to 3 decks. That was it. So loving this number 3 of the alchemy of 11 and 1 + 1 = 3. Creating something new. Asking for clarity. So right now, what is it that you're looking for clarity on that seems to be escaping you, as it was for me? Asking, you know, what is it that I really need, and being guided to do this hour of yoga, clean my windows, sweep the, you know, sweeping the cobwebs out, sweeping out the old dust and dirt and debris. So what burning question do you have right now? So the first thing I was guided to do is just simply take a nice deep breath. Let's take 3 breaths. And what inspiration are we looking to breathe in? And what is it that we need to let go of and break the chains of? So whatever your burning question is now, I'm going to ask Charlotte, what burning question is out there? What kind of answer do we need to hear? Is it a no? Is it a yes? Is it a something else in between altogether? Mia satoshe miere si mia oama satoshe. Lihimia sonobiano abalohama. So as we all connect now with Charlie, let us ask today, what is the answer to the most burning question that any of us have right now? Okay, I am getting a resounding no. I am getting a resounding no. Whatever this question is, this feeling, this something, maybe whatever you're believing about yourself is not true. I'm just gathering this like huge resounding no. And she never lies to me. So there you have it. Oh, okay, now I don't know what that was, guys, but I just got this wave of goosebumps. So the first deck I was guided is to the, this is the Conscious Spirit deck. And I love, love, love this deck. I love this deck. I love the artwork. I love the numbers. I love the back of it because it represents absolutely everything. Our chakra systems, the Merkaba, the clouds, the stars, the space, the angel wings, everything, absolutely everything. The sacred geometry, it represents everything. And so what clarity do we need for this first card that we are pulling to tap into our conscious spirit? What is it that I'm hearing now? What is it that's relating to this resounding no? In some way, shape, or form, it's somehow connected. Salingia Sanote. Somoshe Biada. And I don't know if you guys can hear it. I've got my little fountain over here. I got to set up my fountain again finally on my front porch. So we've got the sound of the water. The sun is setting over the lake. It's just exquisite. The sun is just filtering through the clouds, pouring just these beautiful light rays. Everyone who knows me knows I love light, and I love to take pictures of the light, and I've got thousands. And actually, I had a really good lesson the other day. I've been going through a bunch of photos for a project, and I literally had them scattered over like 4 devices and probably have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of photos. So I'm like, I think I have a photo problem. Okay. And 31, embrace change. And that's number 4, the angel number. So anybody who is guided right now to look up the number 4. I move easily and confidently through the changes in my life. And oh my God, you guys, that has been the theme for me for the last, anybody who knows, has been the theme for me for the last like 2 well, major life changes over the last 2 years, 2.5 years. So embrace change. She's looking up to the birds, the stars, the white light. She's stepping up, just embracing the light, embracing the sky, the new journey, the new adventures, the full moon. Oh, the full moon's coming, you guys. So whatever that means to any of us about the full moon, that clarity. Look, and I'm feeling, okay, I got the orb here. So I'm feeling this full moon energy, right? The white light, clarity, clarity in our multidimensionality. We find clarity in our multidimensionality. We find the chains that need to be broken. Embrace change wholeheartedly. And look, we've got the blue energy, this blue-green energy. So I shifted today into this green heart chakra energy all day long. I've been in this jade green. I've got a jade plant. It's enormous. I replanted a jade plant. It's a actual jade plant in a blue pot. So we've got the blue and the jade here. And I feel like her looking up to the birds. And look at the hearts, you guys. Look at the hearts up here. The trees. You will find love. You will find self-love when you embrace this change. And there she is, just stepping up on her tippy toes, ready to take that step. And I've been feeling this avian energy. So Thoth, we were talking about Thoth today. And so we've got the sacred geometry. And I'm seeing the birds are especially prominent in that we're being asked to fly. This is an age of Aquarius. It's an air element. It represents the air element. So speaking and blue energy and throat chakra intertwined with speaking our hearts. When we embrace change, it's as if we are just throwing ourselves to the wild abandon and saying, I just am ready to follow my heart and just, even if speaking my truth means being quiet and just going within and hearing what I need to hear. Hearing my soul talk in meditation is why we meditate, is listening to our breath and just saying to ourselves, I can think about that later. That thing that I'm thinking about, I can think about that later. For right now, I'm going to embrace this moment that's mine. This embracing change sometimes means really focusing within and saying nothing is more important than an hour of yoga. And I'm telling you guys, the pain in my back, even after hours of more work today, has virtually disappeared. So I'm human just like everyone else, and it all flares up again if we let it. But you know what? I was so adamant today about, I want to let this go once and for all. Please show me, where do I need to embrace change in order to make change? So this is very perfect for me, and I'm seeing the birds, how birds of a feather flock together. So I was talking about frequency today and how we can't even have this conversation together if we are not in the same frequency, in the same vibration. You wouldn't even be here in this video watching it. And I'm thinking about how the birds, when they're together, how they fly in unison, how they're singing. They sing morning through night, and they just sing. They just sing. And yet they live like what we would consider individual little lives, singing their own little songs, but yet they go back to the nest, and yet they're always embracing change, swaying with the trees. Woo, I think that was enough of that message for the moment. Okay, now embracing change is when we cannot, I keep seeing the boughs like the trees, in the wind, just embracing change, being able to move with the change, like the air, moving through the air easily as we move through the water, as clouds float by. Yet the power they hold within them to hold the water. They are water. And the sound that's created. Pretty powerful for a bunch of droplets of water, huh, guys? This is the Sacred Traveler deck by Denise Lynn. So since we are all on this sacred journey adventure, I know we use that word journey a lot, but I like it because it contains the word joy, J-O, and ends in Y, journey. Oh, I love our language sometimes. It's so literal, isn't it? Whoops. Oh, okay. Voyage of the heart. Well, there we go, guys. Heart chakra. Look, we've got fish, stars, moons, symbols. We've got all this energy moving. The ship, our adventure together. There's water, there's trees, and there she is, speaking the languages of love and light. Love flows through you and to you. There we go, guys. When you embrace change, love flows through you and to you, because when you embrace change, you are embracing that you're on the voyage of your heart. I just love all the symbolism there. Can you guys see the symbols? The sun, the moon, the fish. Sometimes the journey is not always so smooth, but isn't that what makes it so divine and fun in the end? And so amazing. And look, the next card that flipped over, ascending the mountain, keep going forward. And we were just talking about the sacred mountains today. We were just talking about Mount Shasta today. So I guess that's why this other card flipped over. So there we go, ascending the mountain. We are ascending the mountain together. The voyage of by going on the voyage of the heart together, by embracing change. Oh, I just love it. And there it is. The lotus flowers are, here's the lotus flowers down here. Oops, sorry guys. And I've got my lotus pendant and my cactus, my cactus prime flower that I did the video on, reminding me so much of the lotus flower. So there we are with that. And I took a bunch of pictures and posted those on my Facebook page, on my WL Wolfe page. If you guys aren't familiar, I'm on Facebook under W.L.Wolfe, W-O-L-F-E. And you can find me under Languages of Lights on Facebook too. And of course, on Google, I'm under Wendy Wolfe, and I'm also under Languages of Light, so you can kind of find me in those places. And all my other stuff, my other links are typically in the descriptions on my videos, so I'm not on there too much, just sharing my stuff here and there, and hopefully that I'll be able to spend a little bit more time corresponding with everybody. So, wow, guys, really incredible. So I just reshuffled those. I don't know why, I just reshuffled them. Simikia. So the last deck I was guided to was the Me deck by Dr. Shelley. This is Dr. Shelley's Me deck. And what is it that we need clarification on, that we can really express and experience? Joy, harmony, success, and growth. So it's interesting. Here we are, orange, all of our chakras. Here we are, the blue, green, joy, live. And when we live from this place of growth and harmony, we have no choice but to be successful. So if that's maybe a question that somebody had about today, with there no question, and about, you know, what is it that you need to be successful? Where are you guys going with this? There's somebody that needs to really follow their heart when it comes to believing in themselves about what's going to make you abundant and a success. That something that you are being steered toward is not really in harmony with who you truly are, and that you're doing it for the reasons to please others, and that is not where you're going to find peace or harmony or success. You may think it's going to make you more money in the long run, that it's like a more lucrative position, but in the end it won't, because it's not, your heart won't be in it. You won't be successful because you won't be joyful. And believe me, I know I've been there. Believe me, I've been there lots of times. So, I'm speaking from my heart. Oh, okay. Comfort. There's no place like home. So, maybe somebody's asking if they should quit. If they should go to work outside of the home. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. So maybe I'm thinking, okay, I'm hearing that the question was, should I go outside of my home to work? And the answer I'm getting is no, because you have got to believe that what's going to find you harmony and joy and growth and success is the comforts of home, or something to do with applying the comforts of home to what it is that you're being called to do. That's the message I was receiving from that. So very interesting. And I love this. I love the artwork on this deck. I just absolutely love it. And the back, let me show you guys clarity, the third eye. So that's what we were looking for today, right? Clarity. Now we got the third eye, right? Whichever direction you go. Oops. Sorry, that was loud. So there you have it, guys. So comfort, the comfort of home, that's the message for today. And that's what I've been doing today, right? The comforts of home. Sometimes you have to literally get down and do nitty-gritty and cleaning and spending the time in the comforts of your home. Whether it's winter or summer, it doesn't matter. You're being asked to spend time in the comforts of your home to find that joy, success, harmony, and growth. That the answer is not outside of you. It's right here within your heart. I thank you all for being with me in this way, in this now. Once again, as we share the infinite languages of lights. And as Spirit speaks to us through the cards, the sky, the clouds, the thunder, the trees, the flowers. Through the droplets of water. Everything speaks the infinite languages of light, because we're all made of light, and we're all the love and the light of Source. And I love you so much. Thank you so much for allowing me to express my highest joy and excitement with you. And if there's any way that I can help guide you, please do not hesitate to contact me. Whether you want to explore the languages of lights, light languages, activations, whether you're looking to clear something, identify something, oracle readings, Aquarian fire, how can I be of assistance and service to you? I love you. Mahala.